To start us off this week, Elaine, I wanted to tell you about a story about a time where I was really trying to be a candy inventor as a kid.
Oh.
I was kind of obsessed with the concept of being an inventor, but had no ideas to actually invent. So sometimes I would just like gather up piles of things and be like, I'm going to invent something. And then realize there was no practical use for what I was making. And because I'm a way too practical of a person, I'd get really angry about that. I didn't have like the capabilities to make something new. I was very much into that. Like, I'm too young to explore anything new and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Anyway,
but sure.
I'm too old to invent anything because everything's already been invented that you could invent with like a saucepan and a little piece of wood. You know, my joy was if I shoved some pieces of furniture close together and was like, look, if you could use the chair legs like a bookshelf. And my mom's like, wait, so please. So one day I was like, I'm going to do it with candy, which basically consisted of just like me melting chocolate and then throwing a bunch of sprinkles and shit in it and then just chucking it in the freezer. And there's not really much of an end to the story. I remember it wasn't very good.
What kind of like ingredients and stuff were you trying to work with? It was
melted chocolate. I'm pretty sure sprinkles, some peanut butter. And like that was kind of it.
That's daring, adding that peanut butter in.
I think there were like some star sprinkles on top. And then I put it in the freezer to freeze it. And I don't think it worked.
Well, at least you tried.
I was trying to make a whole event about everybody eating it, but really no one else was excited about this. They were like, Felicia, you just melted chocolate. And I'm like, play in the space with me, okay?
Yes, and parents,
yes,
please.
And I mean, my favorite game as a kid was I would force my mother to play what was basically a Play-Doh Cake Boss, where I would have my big piles of Play-Doh and I'd say, give me a topic and I'll make you a fucking cake. And then she would give me like Monsters Inc. And then I'd be like, no, but you have to make a cake too. And then we're competing. And she's like,
oh God.
I was into competitive creative projects as a kid.
God, child.
I'd be like, we have 30 minutes and we have to make the best Monsters Inc. cake. My mom's like, do we? Do we?
Well, I'm glad that today, Felicia, we kind of get to rekindle that childhood little dream you had, even though it was fleeting. Are you excited?
I guess I am. Yeah. So today,
as excited as we can be as hosts of a Wonka podcast.
Yeah, literally. So today, we are just pitching Wonka Candies. That's it. That's the whole episode. We're pitching Wonka Candies. But wait.
Oh
what
my
is
gosh.
that? It's the Wonka Watch. It's the cavalry. They're storming the castle, and they've come. There's a little herald over there, and he's holding a big sword, not a sword, a trumpet, and he's going, "Greetings, King of the Wonka Well. I deliver a message from you. There's from
us.
Yeah, from the world outside the Wonka Well. We found some important information. Do you know what happened?
Tell me now while I'm fed grapes by hand.
They played a trailer for Wonka at CinemaCon.
What? You know, doing a spit take on a podcast is not recommended.
Yeah. It's true, King of the Wonka Well. It's true. It's crazy. But the problem is, King, we can't see it yet. We can't see it yet.
Okay. I'm about to get really mean. Concubines, get out of here. I don't want you to see me this way. What? Oh, the trailer exists, and we're in the universe that it exists in.
And we can't see it. We can't see it. I was on Twitter and I saw someone post, guys, I found the leaked Wonka trailer. And I was like, oh my God. And I clicked on it. And then the reply was, I'm sorry, guys, I lied. I don't know why I do that. I was like, damn it.
Oh, shit.
It is true. At CinemaCon, Warner Bros. Was doing a big presentation of like, here's a bunch of footage from all of our new films. And they did play a trailer for Wonka.
Oh my God.
Only the select few at this conference were able to see it. And I will tell you, I'm fucking seething. Watch your days. I don't feel that way. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't have to like fly to this conference to see the fucking trailer. You know what I mean? I'm kind of glad we're left in mystery a little longer. I enjoy the mystery. I like to be there with everybody. Solving. It's fun.
Yes.
But there have been reports of what's happening, which I think is kind of nicer to get reports on what happens in the trailer before we see the trailer, because it gives us more clues and tidbits.
Build up that anticipation.
Ooh. Yes. We can watch it.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Shut up. No. Shut up. No. Shut up. No. Shut up. No.
Okay, no.
Shut up.
Fuck this episode. Fuck this episode. No more candies. We're doing the fucking trailer. Okay. The trailer's out. But first, Elaine, we need to talk about what we know so far.
This is a national service. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. This is live. We have a trailer to watch. I repeat, please hide under your nearest top hat. Please take shelter. Do not allow any children under your top hat. Get rid of them while you can. Get rid of cats. Wonka will kill them as soon as he comes on the screen. Do not pack any cereal amongst your dry goods. They fucking kill you. Take with you every sweet item in the house. You will need them when you present your offering to the Wonka man over the bridge that he guides. Okay, what the fuck? We need to talk.
Okay. Not okay.
Do a trance to like get normal. Okay. So my mom, I hope it got picked up on the recording. My mother just knocked on the door and told us we could watch the trailer like a true Wonka herald.
I can't fucking believe that happened.
This is amazing. Okay, here's what we know so far.
Like, I thought we weren't going to be able to get to watch it together. I'm sorry. I wasn't. I thought, we were. Oh my God. Like,
Mom.
Oh my God. Mom.
Did you lie?
Oh, I will throw fists.
Was it fake, Mom? Was it fake? Did you fall for an internet prank, Mom? Mom, did you fall for a fucking internet prank? And kill me on this day? I want Hey, the content you must deliver was incredible. The emotional journey we have just been on.
Oh
Jesus
my God.
Fucking Christ.
I'm not okay.
It's good to know how we would react if the trailer was viewable.
I'm sweating. I am sweating. The energy is so shifted right now. I
feel like I've gone through like a traumatic life event. Like I feel like I you know what I mean?
Like there was a build up to a really nasty
rush.
shit that was about to happen. A nasty shit's about to come and you're like in pain and then you finally release it. And then you're just in the aftermath where you're like hyped up, moderately in pain still, but just trying to get through this life.
Why did we start doing weather service?
It was like, watch out for like World War II. I don't even know. Why was that?
You need to offer candy to the Wonka bridge troll? What the fuck was that? Was that just like grasping at like some hold on reality?
I can't even like.
So you can't watch the trailer.
It's today's Wonka Watch is to let you know that you also can't watch the trailer. You can't fucking watch it. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. The adrenaline rush of throwing away this episode, one that required like research and stuff. Not research, but pre-planning to be like,
put effort in.
Stop it. I've been honestly, it's kind of the dream to be live recording and have something big happen.
Oh my God. Well, we got to pretend it happened and then not actually have to do it.
Okay.
You know what?
Well, what else did you have for Wonka Watch?
Well, let's talk about what we know about the trailer that we cannot watch that these people reported on. So a trailer exists and we can't see it. We thought we could for a second, but we can't. They showed a preview of the footage at CinemaCon. And we have been getting, as like a society, very conflicted and scattered info on this trailer. It was the first thing I saw. They were like Sally Hawkins' mom, which is a win for the podcast if she is, because I called that early fucking doors. That was like my first prediction. Yep. So if that's true, that rings good for us. But then some other places didn't seem to imply that. So I'm not actually sure if that's true. Deadline, for example, said that Sally Hawkins is his girlfriend, which I don't think is
okay,
true.
That's wrong. I'm just going to straight up say that's wrong.
It's true. And then Deadline also mentioned that at some point in the trailer, a giraffe runs through a train station.
Now that, maybe.
I think that's true. It's just wild.
It's just not cohesive. Yeah.
Yeah. Rowen Atkinson and Jim Carter were in that trailer. Variety had the most detailed report. I did see somewhere that Pure Imagination is in the trailer.
Good.
Which does that mean my prediction is correct? Let me go see real quick. Did I say it was on bells though exclusively? Did I fuck myself over?
You might have said bells, or it was very acoustic, slow, quiet.
Pure Imagination in trailer with bells. Shit.
Maybe
I did specifically say bells.
Well, that's no. I mean, and I think bells is like for the do. Like, I think you got a good shot here, bro. I think you got a good chance.
Okay, we're still waiting to see if our first prediction is truly true. Okay, so Variety had the most detailed report. Basically, Timothée Chalamet is busking chocolate truffles in the street. Saying like, I'm Willy Wonka, as police and clergymen seemingly try to run him out of town, which I'm assuming the police is Keegan-Michael Key, and I'm guessing the clergyman might be the other guy, Matt Lucas. Right?
Uh-huh.
Chalamet is earnest and charming in his mission to spread joy. Olivia Colman, Rowen Atkinson, Keegan-Michael Key, and Sally Hawkins. Wait, maybe do you think Rowen Atkinson is the clergyman?
Clergyman?
Shut up.
Uh-huh.
Shut up.
I do think he's the clergyman.
I'm not a religious man.
He's a clergyman.
I watch VeggieTales, okay?
See, I could see him playing that character, though. I can see that. Does that mean Olivia Colman could be like an evil head overlord character, and then her minions are Keegan-Michael Key and Matt Lucas? This is still a lot of news, though. Like, no, to be clear,
a lot of news.
My bones are still a little shaky.
But they all crop up around singing several song and dance numbers led by Chalamet, who deftly tap dances on a cafe tabletop and leads a chorus of umbrella-wielding dancers spelling out his character's name. Which, weren't there umbrellas in the the Hugh Grant
number? Yes.
Musical number. Yes.
Yes. And you also predicted tap dancing.
Did I predict?
You predicted tap dancing.
Oh my god, wait, can we actually mark off a prediction that's correct?
Oh my god. Well, I think we should hold off until we actually see it. Just to double check.
But some of ours are about the promotion.
Okay, fine. Go ahead. We haven't seen it. We can always unclick it.
Oh, okay. Actually, no. Hold on. I said he will specifically be given or own tap shoes. He may be tap dancing, but is he wearing tap shoes? It remains.
Do we acknowledge in this universe that he is tap dancing, or do we just skip over the fact that, like,
God, we're gonna have to go through? We're gonna be cursing how specific we made our prediction.
I know. We're gonna be like, oh fuck! Like, we had 2.5 years to do all this, and we somehow miss every single prediction because we got way too fucking specific about it.
I'm like, I said he'd give her cookies, but he gave her brownies. Does it count?
God. Okay. Honestly, I don't even remember half of my predictions.
Me either. I mean, we've made fucking like 80 of them.
That's very true. That's very true.
Okay,
but
okay. Apparently, at the end of the trailer, there's an appearance by a golden ticket, and written on it is a note from Wonka's mother, reminding him that the best part of eating sweets is sharing it with those you love. In the trailer's final moments, a few bars of a ballad play featuring Chalamet's sweet voice singing about an invisible thread that connects us all, which seems very, like,
whoa, that's
philosophical.
Intense. That's a lot for Baby Wonka.
And then USA Today provided some last pieces of info. I will say the response to the trailer has been pretty good. A lot of people who saw it on Twitter were saying, like, hey, this actually looks really fun and nice and cool. And, like, I wasn't on board, but I'm kind of on board now. Like, it converted people to Wonka supporters, which made me feel good. But then, like, I get this weird bit of jealousy whenever anyone talks about Wonka and it's not me. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, you don't own that. You don't know her like I do. You don't know her the way I do.
I wait for the day someone ever comes up to me and they're like, have you heard about that new Wonka movie? I'm gonna have to, like, not react in such a negative and fierce way so immediately. I'm gonna be like, they don't know. No one knows about this podcast, but, like,
but it's a very, you don't know her like how I know her.
If any man tries to mansplain Wonka to me, I will eviscerate him. I'm like, oh, you want to know? Let me tell you about the road dog
the cannolis. What about
do you know what a fucking minus land?
But yeah, USA Today said he wears a signature top hat and coat, But here was the thing I really liked. He jumps out of a bale of hay and hitches a ride on the top of a truck. I am so into that.
Oh, That has me. I'm in.
I'm enraptured. And then apparently the song that he sings with a lot of people is "You've Never Had a Chocolate Like This," which I feel like will be very fun. Apparently there's also a kick line, which I'm very excited about. I love a kick line.
Thank God.
I love a kick line, but I am physically incompetent in a kick line. I will always kick the incorrect direction.
Oh, that sounds right.
Okay, after that fucking roller coaster of emotion. Okay, so today we're talking about Willy Wonka's candy. We thought, to have a fun little creative project, a little creative writing brainstorming experience for us, let's just come up with Wonka candies and think about.
This is episode 1 of the reality show. We're on Shark Tank for Wonka. In front of all the Wonkas.
Yeah, we're on Wonka Watch in front of Mark Wonka, our now friend and correspondent, Mark Wonka.
Insane.
Yeah. Mark Wonka emailed us last week, and I had a meltdown. I
screamed.
Yeah, it was one of the most insane moments of my life.
He signed off, guys, as Mark Wonka.
He signed off as Mark Wonka. And he's so nice. Very sweet. So sweet. He said, "Your friend, Mark Wonka." He knows us. We know a Wonka.
We know a Wonka, guys. Guys, this is why we're very fragile this week. And so getting all of this at once, it's like we're a bunch of sea glass and a toddler ran through. It's been so insane. I've actually been happy this week. My serotonin levels are kind of, I don't know. It's a lot,
But this week has been so emotionally difficult for us. We've been so happy.
Okay. Well, Felicia, would you like to pitch me your first candy?
Okay, so here's the thing. I was having a really hard time coming up with candies, and I was really drawing a lot of blanks. So when I did what I often do when it comes to times of creative duress on this podcast, and I once again turned to my lovely AI generator friends.
I knew it was coming. I'm so excited.
And I did move away from them, but God, I got some fascinating things. So the first one, I tried this one called Deep Story, which was like a script writing one, and it took me a while to figure out the format. But this one, it was a little confused. So I'll read you what it told me, because I was like, I prompted it by saying, "Exterior, the gates of Wonka's factory. Carnival barker stands outside the gates and shouts at a large group of people." I was not trying to make this fancy, okay? I was just, trying to get it in there.
I respect.
And I wrote that the barker said, "The great Willy Wonka has created a magical new candy. It can do so many things like ... And then the AI continued with, "Yum, yum, 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 yum. So get your mitts in the Wonka box for a chance to win the great and completely amazing Garterson. Yum, 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 yum."
The yum yum in the Wonka box?
Get your mitts in the Wonka box?
Oh, get your mitts in this good candy. Yum, 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 yum.
I don't know what that was.
Wow.
So then I moved to another one called Infrikit, which I think is like the new version of Talk to Transformer, which is like the most well-known one. And it took me a little bit to figure out the formatting, so I'll give you the first thing that it did. So I said, "Willy Wonka created a magic candy that's sweeping the nation. Another hit for the magical candy maker." And then it said, "This one does an amazing thing when you eat it. It makes your stomach feel like a gas tank. Think you can handle it? Also click here to see Snooki's new album release. Copyright 2017. And I was like, what the fuck? I was so confused.
Dude.
Oh. So I tried again. Okay. And I just put in Willy Wonka's new candy is.
Okay.
And then I started to get something to work with. So then it delivered to me hard, white, sweet chocolate chips, and marshmallows. Okay, so maybe I'm not the best to judge as if Willy Wonka would approve of his new chocolate, but the children all seem to think it's a hit. Any chocolate you ask them if they'd like to try, they say yes. With chocolate, flavored balloons to boot. I'd love to do a proper analysis on the success of the new candy and what impact it has had on the very young child. However, some have been concerned that it's not the good chocolate from Wonka's factory, and your local news said Willy Wonka is retiring, that Wonka has brought back old, unhealthy ingredients from his factories, and that this isn't actually Wonka. Wonka's global chocolate factory is now located in New Jersey. This also means they have the world's largest chocolate factory somewhere in the upstate New York. Also, did you know that New Jersey has a branch of Wonka, at least the kind of Wonka that won't give you a toothache after eating a piece of their chocolate? It's at one of those county fairs up there, no doubt in the middle of some town's signature family-oriented festival in some dark, poorly lit, semi-creepily made-up building. Bottom line is that I'm convinced it's a good tasting product, and I'm going to buy a few boxes.
Good God.
I was amazed.
That was wild. That was a really good AI.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that kind of hit.
It kind of hit. So I did one more because I was really enjoying that one. This one's fucking insane. I don't know what this AI was thinking when it wrote this, but you know what? Here we go. So I put in, Wonka's newest candy is amazing. When you eat it, and then it continued with, feel like you've been transported into a snowstorm like nothing you've ever seen or felt before. It's the world's most spectacular snowstorm. If only he could keep producing it. They want to end his contract. They already confiscated all of the cane wands and the popcorn. They're going to call the factory a flim-flamning operation from now on, and will always fire everyone who comes even within 100,000 miles of the place. Sugar Daddy decides he is going to see the man who disappeared in the factory for a hug, in quotation marks. He is going out there and won't let anyone else go out there. And that was the end of it.
Wow.
What the fuck was that?
Wow.
Sugar Daddy decides he is going to see the man who disappeared at the factory for a hug.
That's a lot.
A hug. What?
A hug, in quotes. Put your mitts in this Wonka box and get a quote-unquote hug.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yum.
I think they kind of got the vibe with this one, but I think I just appreciated they already confiscated all the cane wands and the popcorn.
Yes. I liked that part a lot. I felt that.
And then after this, it kind of got my brain going enough to come up with my own candy ideas, but that was the start of my journey.
I love it. Yeah. My brainstorming session went, oh, that's a cool idea. No, that's a recreational drug. How about that? Nope, that's a drug as well.
I actually talked into that a little bit too, because I wrote down, here's something about halfway down my list of ideas, which just kind of turned into a explorative essay on Willy Wonka, if you will.
Of course.
And I wrote down here, right after I wrote, like, I imagine he has a vendetta against almond milk or something. Then I wrote, I feel like he's made whatever the Wonkaverse equivalent of Poppers is. So we're on the same page. I agree with you.
Yeah.
And I mean, also cocaine.
Cocaine, obviously.
And then I was thinking about how drugs would work in this world. And I was saying, do you think Wonka candies, when they get discontinued, are they circulated around like illicit drugs? And then I just wrote much to think about.
Much to think about. Yeah, I could see
I need to call my scrunch dealer. I also wrote.
Oh, shit. Gotta get that good scrunch. Bro, you're so whippled right now. Bro, I'm so whippled.
Bro, I'm like absolutely scrunched, you know.
I'm so scrunched, bro. Bro, I'm such a Fickelgruber right now. I'm cute and adorable and have marriaging age.
Marriaging age?
I don't want to talk about it.
Are you trying to marry Fickelgruber? Are you like his mom who's trying to like sign him up at the debutante's ball? Like, what's going on?
Okay, everybody, now this is a cute little frog over here. He's got on a nice blue tux. He's got great manners. He learned it from his mama. He knows how to open the door for you, and he will catch you a many bouquet of flies without diseases. Fickelgruberton. Fickelgruberton. It is I. Hello.
Fickelgruberton.
Fickelgruberton, a spy for the CIA. Well, hello there.
What?
Hello there, little tadpole. How are you?
I feel like we're having like two different conversations at once right now.
Anyway, so yeah, I just kept thinking of drugs, and then I finally got in the candy mood. So I came up with a good amount of candies, and I feel pretty positive. I kind of want these all to be real, which is also shocking. Like, none of them are death related also. I'm not killing anybody or causing murder to others. I considered it. I considered the murder aspect. And I was like, that's just poison.
I like that you actually thought about your ideas more than just immediately writing them down on the page and going, I'll never think about that again, which is what I did.
Which you would expect me to do based on how I
we've
do
kind of
prep
swapped.
for this.
I feel like this is good for
I've had one of these ideas I've had listed ever since we wrote down this episode idea.
Wow.
I've had it for months.
How about I wrote here something that makes you a little bit taller, like it's some taffy or something, and when you eat it, you grow an inch, but it's very limited, and there's a max height you get capped off at, and you have to show your ID and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So there's like some sort of system in place so people aren't like 8 feet tall. This is just because I wish I was like 5 inches taller, and I want to make that a reality for me.
Oh, that'd be nice. Well, what if it's like what if it's in a stick, like a cowtail shape, and then it's got like the way that butter has the measurements on it, and then you can cut it. Thick. So then you know, like, oh, this would get me 5 inches taller, like all that stuff. And you're
only allowed like one per person, so that like the entire world isn't like 12 feet tall, because that would pose a lot of problems.
Oh my God, that'd be so much. A crisis we've never thought of. Everyone just gets too tall for the world. Now that's the dystopian YA novel I want.
Talking about climate change, but what about the real issue?
What about people having enough nutrition
for the doorways?
Fucking giants.
I wrote candy that make farts smell good.
Dude, I have that. It's called Tutti Frutti Toots Hard Candy.
Wait, we both wrote candy that makes farts smell good?
Tutti Frutti Toots Hard Candy. Here's my pitch. Do you ever pass gas that smells like ass? Well, no more. Tutti Frutti Toots Hard Candy will make your flatulence have a delightful scent. Flavors come in mint, grape, tomato bisque, new car, and root beer float.
I love that pitch so much. But as someone who has gotten that fucking Dr. Bronner's mint soap on my butt, that mint would burn you to hell and back.
Oh my God, you would be on fire. It would be insane.
I'm proud we got on that same.
I could see it. I knew. I felt it. I was like, we have to have a poop related one, right? Like we have to have something like tooties, but get poots. Tutti fruit toots.
I see. I didn't come up with names. I just kind of threw out concepts.
Oh, I'm ready. We'll name yours. I'm having fun with this.
Something that makes it so you can jump really high. And probably some sort of jelly beans. So like jumping jelly beans. I mean, it's not. I mean,
no, I like that.
Okay.
That's really cute. Or you could call them leaping lizards, and they're in the shape of lizards.
Fantastic. See, and this is why you're our PR person.
No more questions, please, everybody. We're done with our press conference. Thank you. I'm sorry that we hacked the national service system. Everybody, don't worry. Actually, everything's fine. We're fine. Sorry about it.
It isn't actually out. We apologize. It was a false alarm.
For the hysteria we got.
Me putting out a notes app apology for causing hysteria by pretending the Wonka trailer was out.
Hi guys, this is my apology video that definitely wasn't edited or like scripted whatsoever. I'm just on the ground crying without my makeup on, and I'm like so sorry that I was swindled into thinking Wonka.
I wrote an air that tastes like dessert but has no nutritional value, so I can live out my dream of eating dessert, and then waking up I realized I didn't actually eat the dessert and had no stomach issues.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so air, wind, breeze,
breathe, breath, sluck. Should I say slurp and suck? And
oh no slucking aloud. None of that. Air, breath, breezy,
airheads.
What if they're airheads?
That's they're just so called innovative.
Airheads. What if you just pitch this to airheads and you're like, you should make this part of it, but it won't taste like plastic ass.
I feel like I accidentally just wrote a vape by accident. I'm realizing.
Oh no, you did.
God damn it. And then this was kind of a thought process I had. I think like all the jokes aside, Wonka could like really revolutionize the allergen-free desserts and food in general.
Oh my God, that's such a good point.
I feel like he'd be a real dick about it and not make them. And I wrote, he seems like the kind of guy to pretend barf when someone mentions a gluten-free pizza. And that was where my note of, I imagine he has a vendetta against almond milk came from. That was what that was.
That makes sense.
Too.
He hates the French, hates almond milk, hates gluten-free.
Yeah.
That all checks. I have a Nutella, which is just a Nutella-filled pretzel, and I just want that.
That sounds fucking incredible.
It has nothing else. I just really want that, you know?
See, I also heard that as a utensil. Utensil?
Utensil.
As a utensil made out of Nutella that you could eat. Like you use it to scoop up the ice cream or like maybe your Goo Goo clusters, and then you put them in your mouth, and then you can also eat the spoon when you're done.
I don't want to cry in this episode, Felicia. Like, I am so close to crying. You know I love Nutella. You know my love of Nutella. Yeah. I'm getting close to buying Nutella, by the way. I've been thinking about it for a couple of weeks, and I might do it. I don't know, because I'm not allowed to own it. I would have to have a stretch where my roommate's here and she can keep it for me, keep it under lock and key. Anyway, I just really like a new utensil. The utensil though was such a good idea. Okay, and then I have, probably in that same vein, I have a vanilla lollipop. It tastes like vanilla. That's it.
Is it like cold vanilla? Or
okay, so what it actually does is it makes you boring for a few hours. It's perfect for when you want to hide who you really are. You want people to leave you alone, or if you want to blend in at a boring party, and boring things will suddenly seem fascinating to you.
Honestly, I could really fucking use that, man.
I know. I was like, boring things will suddenly seem fascinating to you. I was like, shit, that could be great.
That actually sounds really nice.
Also marijuana, but still. I think you would be more productive with a vanilla lollipop. Now, it's not a fun name. Yeah. But I like the vanilla, but...
no, I get it. I see. I think I was just like, what are problems I could solve with Wonka candy? And I was like, what if when you eat this, like this cool little, this candy wafer, it means that for the next day, if you go into like a McDonald's bathroom where they have the shitty hand dryers that don't do anything and just kind of blow air on you like a fan.
Yeah.
It does this like energy transfer and powers it up more so that you have like an accelerator. The accelerator with an
specific like
hand dryers.
Here's my question. So are you saying
like a lot of beef about those? And
you can't just control electricity. It's only for air dryers.
No. It's only about the hand dryers because I get really fucking angry when I go into a bathroom and I see those weak ass hand dryers and I'm like, that is you're just breathing on me. Like, it doesn't do anything.
Do the accelerators not scare you?
They used to scare me as a kid, but I've conquered them. I've conquered them and I am their master now.
Oh, good.
And I understand the accelerator. I didn't like the way it blew around the skin on your hand. I thought that was a little gross. But now I appreciate what they do for me. And I appreciate what they do for the world because I experienced those weak sauce air conditioners and hand dryers. Once again, they might as well be air conditioners. They don't do fucking shit. And then I put my hands under an accelerator and I go, yes, you're doing what you're meant to do. And I just realized I was just talking about hand dryers. I wasn't even talking about Wonka candy anymore. So I scrapped that.
No. Well, you got a candy that was going to make the weak ones powerful.
But like...
you could call it, what about like Mega Blow?
No, do not call that shit Mega Blow.
Mega Blow. I'm going to the bathroom to take some Mega Blow. I think really, like... I think it's cute,
I wrote a lifesaver that makes you float, but it like literally increases your buoyancy.
That's so cute.
Isn't that cute?
That.
I feel like
that's such
something
a good
he would
idea.
actually make,
That could be so good for like people who are afraid of swimming or they don't know. And it's like a good, like you take this candy before you get on the boat as like a precaution, like in addition to
There's no more life jackets. You just take this weird little Wonka candy.
Oh my God. What flavor would you make it? All flavors? Certain ones?
Sea salt. Chlorine.
I threw some salt on it for a laugh.
Pool water. I'd be down with some fucking pool water.
Oh my God,
Do you just want some straight chlorine, baby?
I like the smell of like stagnant water.
Blonde people's hairs turn green when they have this candy.
And then I wrote Swedish fish, but this time they swim.
Oh God, that's horrifying.
Yeah.
Like it aesthetically kind of sounds cute, but then we're at the whole like I'm at Red Lobster, and I'm seeing the can of like the tank of lobsters staring at me.
They're just picturing a giant tin can, like 8 feet tall, and then this like French waiter climbing up on a ladder with like this big pair of like he's got like a crane, and he's in there, and you can't even see him, so he's like pulling him out like it's a fucking claw game, and he's like, "Is this your lobster? Is this your lobster?" Like a magic trick. That lobster has my signature on it. I never put my signature on the lobster. You know what I mean?
That lobster's holding your card. What? That lobster's holding your grandmother's wedding ring. What?
That's how you get the bill. You get the bill. Is the lobster holding your credit card?
Oh my God.
And this is why I should be in charge of Red Lobster.
This is why you should be in charge of Red Lobster. Oh my God. Okay, lay it on me.
How about chocolate that never melts and can actually be hardened into bricks in case of being stranded on a desert island? I feel like he's made survival tools.
I like where you went with that. I think a lot of the preppers will love that. The doomsday preppers gonna be obsessed. I feel like
chocolate might not be the right thing to put into bricks, but you get the concept of like just some sort of like survival based element of like.
Now, when you eat it, is there sometimes a side effect where it does the brick thing once it's inside you?
I would hope not. But that's for R&D to figure out. That's not my job, you know?
So true. It's not our buttholes. You know what I'm saying?
It's not my butthole.
That's not
just like Noah said, Elaine, it's not my butthole.
Not my booty, not my problem.
And that's why we're putting out the mint tutti frutti food and poopy, you know?
Tutti frutti toots.
Tutti frutti toot and poopy.
Wow. This is why you don't go into business with certain people in your life. It doesn't have enough words in the title that rhyme. Keep going and make it stupider with each word. It's too smart right now. Can you imagine being the PR team for Wonka?
Elaine, I think we are the PR team for Wonka.
Oh,
Who the fuck is the PR team for Wonka if it's not us at this point?
And it would, we're the level of passion, excitement, and fear. I saw it in both our eyes about the trailer possibly happening. Really does show like we could be the PR team, I guess. We'd be ready. We're ready for the unexpected.
Yeah.
Except we're kind of not.
Yeah, considering we went into so much panic that we started delivering weather emergency announcements. I don't think we're really ready, honestly.
We're not. Here's one. It comes in two different kinds. It's called titty toffee. Do you want more boobs? Then try out titty toffee. One toffee will enhance your chest by 1 cup size. Side effects include weird nipple sizes and shapes.
Dang.
Want less boobs? Then try our new brand, the Itty Bitty Titty Toffee.
Okay, this is great.
Tagline for both of them, put your best breast forward.
God damn it, you're so good at this. It's like annoying how good you are at this. Honestly, I'd kill for that shit. That would be awesome.
It'd be so, because some days you want less boobs.
Yeah.
You're like, this is a lot. I'm in back pain.
Other days, like, people everywhere would be so pleased about this.
People would be, yes.
Literally.
You'd be like, today's a boob day. Drag queen. RuPaul's Drag Race is sponsored by Titty Toffee. Your nips may look weird, but your boobies look great.
Elaine, what is a type of candy that starts with the letter D?
Dum-dums?
Dick for a day, dum-dums. Have you ever wanted to try having a different member in your body? in your body. On your body. Let me clarify. I mean, I get also, well, you know what I mean. Dick for a day, dum-dums.
The fact that it got to be dum-dums. Dick for a day, dum-dums. I would totally try it. I'd give it a whirl.
Yeah, I think most people would.
Yeah, why not? Wait, if you already have a dick, do you get a second one?
Well, I think, hey, we don't know.
We don't know. Do you get a bunch of bananas? You know what I mean? Or do you just get a really big banana?
Oodles of vagoodles and then...
Can you imagine you go to the ER and I'm like, I can't stop growing dicks.
Too many dick for a day dum-dums. I have to cancel it. I'm taking oodles of vagoodles and now look at I'm all
and then you hear a and they're like, oh, that smells really good.
But tutti frutti poopy shooty no.
Good God.
Okay, I have I wrote this kind of thing of like, what if Willy Wonka had a build your own chocolate river kit? I feel like he would release kids' toys and products to mold the children. And then I wrote, mold yourself in my image with my new Willy Wonka chocolate molds.
Oh, yes.
But honestly, if there was a build your own chocolate river kit and you could make like a little mini, those like tiny like Zen gardens that's just like a pile of sand that you can rake around, but that with a chocolate river, I'd go fucking crazy. I love miniature things. I feel like you probably know this about me, Elaine. then I was writing, I wrote, do you think he had a bedspread like the Star Wars sheets in the 80s? And then I was like, what if he gave that to the kids who lost the factory? And then I wrote Wonka commemorative plate.
I love how intensely off subject matter that brainstorm was. I love it. I just love that you went there.
Yeah, I lost the plot. And then my last entry on my list of items was, I don't know, cheesecake, but shelf stable. And that's my final entry.
Ooh. Hold on. We're not leaving that yet.
That. I would love a shelf stable cheesecake.
Shelf stable. Dude.
Wouldn't that be fucking amazing?
Oh my gosh. What could you call that?
Keep those in the basement for the hard winters on the WonkaRapture.com.
Wait, what's a candy that starts with B? Bonbon? Okay. Hold on. Bum bonbons. Increase our butt size. I got some titty toffee and some bum bonbons.
With extra gluteus. Hold on. Get an extra gluteus.
You're just saying the same thing. In a weird way, you're just saying the same word.
Gluteus.
Oh my god. Like, my whole body is breaking.
Bonbons. Those are incredible. I love them.
Bonbons. Okay, you ready for some pre-planned?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah. Hit me up.
And if you want to decrease the size, they're called bin bonbons. bin.
At some point, there's so many variations. You go up to the pharmacy counter because that's where this candy's sold, and you go, I want some bitty bom beat a bom bonbons, please. And they're like, what does that do? And they're like, it makes my ass a hexagon.
I want some, and then you just have to sing the Shakira song.
Oh, whoa. Okay,
what was your next one?
The next one is called Sour Life Gummies. Do you feel too comfortable in your life? Are you too confident in who you are as a person? Do you feel sure about what's going on in your life? Are you mentally stable? Well, shake things up with a Sour Life Gummy and start to question everything. These candies will bring you into a beautiful existential crisis. Crises vary, but participants have experienced crises about their biological clock ticking, aging, the meaning of life.
It's like the ego death, the whole, like, the thing that people get when they do acid, the whole... They all go back to recreational drugs. That's the thing with Wonka. Do you think you guys try making Wonka candies and you see how hard it is to not accidentally write about drugs and illicit substances?
These hypothetically just don't have the side effects.
Okay, well, cool.
Sour gummies, they're also in the shape of screaming people. Like, imagine it's
like
just
Sour Patch Kids, but more...
Yeah, and the box looks like a tower, so you can recreate some defenestration moments with your candies before you eat them.
What defenestration? Oh, coming out the window.
Yeah. So
I feel like that could be potentially incredibly dangerous.
Oh, this one's yeah. You have to be 10 and up. I think 10's fair to have your first existential crisis. Okay. Up next, a caffeinated mattress. Oh, you take naps to feel well rested, right?
Okay.
Well, what if instead of having to sleep, you just had to lie down for 2 minutes and feel instantly recharged? The caffeinated mattress works the same way that flea and tick medicine works in dogs, where once you're seated, it seeps into your bloodstream, giving you that extra caffeine boost you need. It's perfect for people who are tired, have that afternoon slump, or are just motherfucking depressed and can't leave their bed. It can be addicting, and you should not stay in there for more than 10 minutes, or you might have a heart attack.
Elaine.
Yeah.
Is the mattress wet? Because I'm just picturing a sponge.
Oh, no.
You lay down on the sponge and the coffee seeps out the edges.
Huh. Well,
I don't like the way you responded to that. That's fucking no.
Well, no, I mean, I didn't want it to be. I don't want that to be what that is. This is the one that I've had on my phone for forever, by the way.
Oh,
this
okay.
is the one where it was the caffeinated mattress.
No. The way you responded for a second, I thought for a second you were like, oh, no,
God, sorry. You know what? That was fair. That was fair to my character and who I am, just as a person and especially on this podcast.
That any time I won't doubt when you respond like that to something at this point, because most times you are serious and not joking. You know what I mean?
So fair. No, I was actually trying to envision that, and I hated the idea of a soppy mattress.
That makes more sense. I just misread it because I was like, okay,
I think it was a fair assessment.
A valid mystery.
It was a valid mystery. That was not you.
I do like your caffeine idea, and I see why you wrote it down beforehand. It's got that danger. It's got that edge.
Yeah.
It's got everything that a Wonka Candy needs. And
yeah.
that's the way.
Contradiction.
That gives a way of death in the factory. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. I like the danger element.
It's going to fuck people
up. You can't stay on it too long. Ironically, this is one that I should not have the caffeinated mattress because I'd probably still have a panic attack and be sad, but I'd still good to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is fascinating that you were like, I go a little wild if I have watered down old K-cup water. You know what I think I'd really like is to have a pure brick of caffeine in my home. That if I lay on it for too long, I'd get a heart attack.
Wouldn't that be bloodstream?
It goes straight into my bloodstream, and it's like super, super potent. Wouldn't that be so good for me? Like, why was that the thing you wanted? God.
I don't know. You know, when you can't have it, you dream about it. You know,
it's true. It's true.
It's a lot. It's
me with those hand dryers. Just like me with those hand dryers.
Maybe one day.
Okay, what is your last one? Give me your last candy.
So this was inspired by the fact that for some goddamn reason on this podcast, I do not talk about my dog as much as I really thought I would. My dog is about 30% of my personality, which might be undercutting it, to be honest. I love my dog. Her name is Fern. So I've created Fern Fudge, parentheses, not poop. Do you want to be adored by everyone? Occasionally have panic attacks? Aww. Have that vibe where people are like, oh my God, you're a rescue, so automatically we love you more than like purebreds, even though like dogs are dogs. Well, then I have the candy for you. You take this candy and you turn into Fern. Everyone should want to be Fern. So you get to become a clone of Fern. And
so you take this and you become a dog.
You become a dog, but that dog is Fern. Like if you cloned Fern, you become Fern.
Here's some pros. Thoughts of Fern?
Oh, yes.
So like, you completely eradicate yourself from existence and just turn into a copy of a
dissociate but being adorable about it? I think you can keep some main memories, but I think you would also have Fern tendencies. So these include fear of thunderstorms. Done. After she eats, she likes to come up to me and like give me thank you wags and stuff. So you're just very grateful for food. It's adorable. You're gonna have a creepy scar across your neck, which is really fucking sick, actually. You don't walk, you prance. Fern frolics. Doesn't walk.
Once again, arguably already do. That's not true. Not true at all. I have like the heaviest walk on the fucking planet. I look like a depressed rain cloud when I walk. I look like a cartoon rain cloud when I walk. I look like an angry New Yorker.
Dude, this candy is so for you.
In the middle of the suburbs. Like, where the fuck do you have to go? I'm like back to my house from checking the mail.
I'm a power walker. My joints don't know how to go slow. I've tried to slow walk. It's not, I look weird. I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. Like, that is my gait. My gait is I kind of forgot about this until she was, this was like a year ago or something, but she made a little dog friend who was a boy. Fern backs her booty up into boys. She wants that hump, you know? Damn. So you're a little promiscuous. Wow. A little promiscuous. You're not afraid of going after the bigger animals. Fern had a moment where she was playing around with a live possum in her mouth, whipping around like a rag doll. And I was out there for 20 minutes. It was cold as fuck. I'm wearing flip-flops. I have the hose in one hand and a rake in the other because I don't know how to split these two up. Fern refuses. She thinks this is the biggest game of her life. She is wagging her tail. And I'm like, this thing is playing dead, but it could bite you. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want it to run at me. What do you do when a possum runs at you and if it bites you? I was like, I don't want fucking rabies. I don't know what to do. So what I was doing, and I would never use the rake on my dog, by the way. This was just to have a stick of like, get out.
No, it's understandable.
So, and we didn't have a nozzle on the hose at that time. So I'm having to use my thumb to up the water pressure. There's mud everywhere I've created, and I'm getting closer, and Fern kind of steps away, but then she grabs the possum and starts running around the yard. And I'm like, oh my God, get away. So after like 15 minutes, I finally separated the two, and I had to keep Fern off with the hose while I took all the lawn chairs and made this terrifying circle around the like fake carcass of this possum. And then I finally herded her into the garage. It took way too long. Also, it's 10 p.m. and all of my neighbors are hearing me go, Fern, get over here. No, bad girl. Come here, please come here. Oh, yeah, come here. No, you know, which none of it worked. So, oh my gosh, she had the chewing out of a lifetime. Oh, this is one last fun Fern thing. Every time Fern messes up, I go, did you do this? And she gets that dog, like she looks away and she kind of moves her head over. And then I go to your room. And she scampers and she goes under my bed and she hides until I say, I forgive you. She comes prancing down on me and gives me little doggy kisses.
That's very cute.
It's a very weird system we have, but it works.
She's like, I understand. I'll give you your space, ma'am.
If you want to be a well-adored dog
who occasionally goes apeshit on a possum.
Apparently goes apeshit on a possum. And now I have officially talked about my dog for at least 5 minutes. I feel whole. It just felt wrong that I hadn't. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, I have a tattoo, like, about my dog. I have a fern leaf on my body for my dog. I'm obsessed with my dog.
God, this episode has been a fucking roller coaster.
It's been everywhere. This first episode of the reality TV show for Shark Tank with all our candies.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Which one do you think would...
Oh, which one do I think would win? I really, honestly, I think the fart one and the titty one were.
I think like the titty one was our best work. I think
the titty one, yeah, titty toffee and itty bitty titty toffee. Just not. And then I think bum bum bonbons and dick,
bam bam bams.
And what was the dick one? The
dick for a day dum dums.
Dick for a day dum dums. Yes, shockingly, all the middle school ones I think were awesome and could
Oodles
really
of the goodles.
I hate you so much. Felicia, tell me a prediction.
Oh shit, fuck.
Give me a little sprinkled, candy-coated prediction for the Wonka prequel. Now that we've had a flavor of the trailer.
I have to go back. This episode has gone so off the rails that I have to look back at my notes for the trailer to figure out what I'm even thinking.
I love it.
I'm going to say Rowen Atkinson is the clergyman. I'm going to say it.
I like that. I think I'm going to cry. No, I think I've already said that. I think I've already said I'm going to cry while watching it. I think Timothée Chalamet will cry in this movie.
I think we might already
have. There was a dramatic, we're going to punch the mirror and have it.
I think that was a guest prediction.
We've reached a point, Felicia, where we don't even know what to do.
Elaine, on episode 15, you wrote that he would cry out of pain and loneliness. So I think.
Oh, okay. Well, then I won't. Okay. How about.
You said I will cry while watching Wonka.
Oh. Well, then I'm going to cry while watching Wonka.
Okay. You've made that prediction now 10 episodes later. You followed up for part 2.
Is that weak? No, I feel like I need to make another one. Okay. I am going to go with there is a squirrel. There's going to be a tiny animal that's like annoying going after Matt Lucas and Keegan-Michael Key. Like this squirrel that just keep throwing nuts at them, for example. And they're just like, oh, we can't get rid of the squirrel. It's just like a weird like C plot for their whole thing. How many predictions are we up to now? Because we make like 3 each episode.
Yeah, let's look. We have 56 predictions.
Good God. We have 56.
We have more than, that's a shit ton of predictions about this fucking movie.
When we have 100 episodes, we're going to have like 200 predictions.
I think we're going to have like 300 at that point.
Fucking God. I loved this episode. I really enjoyed pitching candies.
Very fun. This was maddening. Thank you everyone for listening to this episode.
As you heard, go ahead and email us wonkarapture@gmail.com. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Wonka Watch. If you don't know, on Instagram I put up polls there occasionally, and it's a really fun time over there. So follow us on both. If you would like to support this podcast, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/WonkaWalk. Watch. It's the only coffee that won't give me massive anxiety. And with that, suck on these candies, bitch. It's not that important.
Yum, 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 yum. It's not that important. Bye.